Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be thrust into a fantasy video game world brimming with dungeons, goblins, and terrifying monsters whom you must defeat with the aid of your legions of busty waifus? I know you have. The same goes for every single weeb on the planet. I mean, why else are there so many power fantasy isekai animes out there? Yes, isekai animes and mangas right now are a dime a dozen. It's almost impossible to stroll through the menu of any given anime streaming site without stepping into one. I blame you, Sword Art Online. Yet there's one particular isekai story that has managed to distinguish itself from the rest. It's a captivating story with heart-beating action and an incredibly relatable protagonist, and that anime is Konosuba. Psych, just kidding. The show I'm actually talking about is Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling is a mind-bending, incredible Korean web novel that has taken the world by storm since 2016, and now with 179 chapters under its belt and a video game adaptation in the works, Solo Leveling's anime adaptation has finally debuted this January, and it looks glorious. The visuals, combat, and sheer gore of the first few episodes have got fans worldwide thirsting for more. So on today's episode of Animes You Should Be Watching Right Now, we are going to delve deep into this incredible show and find out what exactly makes it so amazing. Is Solo Leveling worth your time? Find out in today's episode. Now, the first thing that makes Solo Leveling great is its story. Solo Leveling is set in a world where powerful humans named Hunters must explore supernatural dungeons and fight the hordes of deadly magical beasts who live within them. They do this to protect mankind from total destruction. These Hunters are then ranked from S tier to E tier. Their ranks indicate their level of power and skill in the Hunters Guild. So it's basically a ripoff of Goblin Slayer. But unlike Goblin Slayer, the main character of Solo Leveling, a hunter named Sung Jin-woo, is incredibly weak. In fact, he's so weak that even the most midget of goblins could push him around. Clearing even the lowest ranking dungeons left him within an inch of his life. However, all that would change one day when he and his party inadvertently enter a double dungeon and are literally stepped on by a god. Sung Jin-woo and a few others narrowly survive the ordeal. However, by the time he wakes up, he realizes that a mysterious program called the System has chosen him as its sole player and in turn gifts him with the extremely rare ability to level up in strength and turn any magical beast he defeats into loyal minions called Shadows. Jinwoo's new ability makes him ridiculously OP simply because, unlike other hunters who are stuck in their ranks forever, Jinwoo can level up. And what's more, Jinwoo is the only person who receives item drops from vanquished bosses, while other hunters receive mana cores. Why is Jinwoo the only one able to level up? Because he's the main protagonist, of course, and also because it says so in the title. But more seriously, Jinwoo was chosen by Ashbourne for various possible reasons, the most likely of which is because he had defied death so many times, and apparently Ashbourne was into that. Anywho, endowed with this incredible ability, Jinwoo sets out on a journey to discover the secrets of the dungeons and the true source of his powers. I would give more details about the story, but I don't want to spoil it for you. Just go read the manga. You'll thank me later. What I can say about the plot is that it's unapologetically fun. Solo Leveling doesn't shy away from the power fantasy trappings of its plot. On the contrary, it embraces them. Jinwoo goes from being the Hunters Guild's towel boy to its ultimate Giga Chad, complete with abs so hard they could cut diamonds. Solo Leveling also avoids the pitfalls of many power fantasy stories, which immediately makes the main character some demon king or whatever nonsense, and gives him a harem of palette-swapped anime girls who take turns to fall in love with him. On the contrary, Solo Leveling starts by immediately crushing its main character and takes you through an incredible journey where you watch him fight and grind through dungeons to become the best. It's incredibly satisfying to watch, especially if you're a gamer. The second aspect that makes Solo Leveling amazing is the combat. And trust me, there's a lot of that to go around. Just like God of High School and Nano Machine, Solo Leveling continues the trend of manhwas with breathtaking combat. Sun Jinwoo squares up against some incredibly powerful magic beasts with fights so flashy and electrifying, they could give the One Punch Man manga a run for its money. Let's be real here, Solo Leveling's plot development can at times be considered mid, and its characters are also forgettable, but it makes up for all that with action so immersive, it sucks you right in. Jinwoo's fight with the Monarch of Destruction is up there with one of the best manhwa fights of all time. Here's to hoping the anime does it justice. The final factor that makes Solo Leveling a must-read or watch, depending on what you are into, is the visuals. The art is breathtaking, and it stands head and shoulders above a lot of the popular mangas around today. And the fact that it's colored makes it even more impressive, given that most mangas lack any color at all. Yet, despite how amazing the webtoon looks, I'm happy to report that the anime looks even more gorgeous. The animations are immersive and incredibly well done, and the darker scenes look as gritty and mortifying as fans always hoped they would be. It's only been 5 episodes so far, but from what I've watched already, I'm definitely looking forward to the rest of the season. Solo Leveling is already a hugely successful manhwa, and the anime adaptation is set to follow suit. It's fun, fast-paced, and chock full of enough action to keep you immersed throughout its somewhat serviceable story. It may not do a lot in terms of fantasy isekai, but if you are a fan of hard-hitting, no-holds-barred combat, then Solo Leveling is likely the anime for you. Do you agree with our thoughts? Maybe there are some really cool aspects of Solo Leveling that I left out. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell to get regular updates on new videos. I make awesome anime and manga content like this every week, so be sure to check them out. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.